Hey snowmobilers, I'm back in the kitchen again. That sounds like an Aerosmith song, doesn't it? Anyway, I'm back here in the kitchen with my CKX mission helmet, and I've got two projects that I want to do to the mission. Not like I haven't spent enough money already on a helmet, but I have a couple more things that I want to do to it to kind of tweak it for this year. And the first one is coming up. Let's get to it. So I was at Heydays and I stopped by the LJE Products booth. They had a display booth there this year, right across from Up North Sports. I got to see all of their products. Now, you know that the original chase light, it's this one right here. As you notice, it's off the helmet at the moment. Okay, the original chase light looked like this one, solid color, but it was a little bit different design in the wiring. Okay, the junction block was a little different. That was the first generation. Second generation is this one right here. It's got this nice junction block on it. The third generation is a color selectable option, and that I should have gotten that one instead of this one. It was available, I just grabbed the wrong one and bought this one instead. So all three of them look the same. They have the same LED strip, but it's just a matter of, options. Then there's another one though, and this is the first time I've seen this one in person. The other one is built in, it looks like a stock CKX mission part, like as if it came from CKX. And it actually fits in the reflector back here, okay? And it's the same number of lumens, so it's the same brightness as this entire strip. Same, I suppose, same number of LEDs, they're just squished together. So I had to get one. So here it is, and in the first take of the video, the part you didn't see, I actually opened it up, and in here I get a little crochet hook. This is the chase light. It goes like that. I don't know which way it goes. This is the chase light, so it's quite a bit smaller, but same brightness. And then here's the wiring for it. All right, so I've already got the chase light off. Now it's time to put the new one on. Let's get to it. All right. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is remove two screws. So this little, I don't know what you want to call it, a bezel or a plastic insert. There's two screws that hold that to the helmet, and we're going to need to remove those. That takes a number 1 Phillips. The other thing we need to do is remove the old vent cover here, and that's held on by double face tape. So to get that off, it's just a matter of being really persistent and trying to pry it apart. Now I'm using a small screwdriver here. It's basically all I had. Unfortunately, that left a little mark here on the helmet. I think it's covered up by the new vent now, but I did end up scratching the helmet a little bit. Once you kind of get it apart like that, eventually you'll be able to get your fingers underneath it and then pry it apart completely. It just pops off. There's nothing hooked to the helmet. It's going to feel like you're going to break it or something. You're not. It will come apart. Don't be afraid to use elbow grease on this. Once you get it apart, now you can kind of see the innards. This little white piece is part of the insulation in the helmet, the impact padding in the helmet. What you're looking at here is these two rubbery looking pieces here. This is the remainder of the adhesive, and we're going to need to work to get that off before we can put the new vent on. Now let's get that rear piece off, and there's the two Phillips screws. You can see that clearly here where they are. So I just need to unscrew those. They're really small screws, and I'm using a screwdriver that's got a magnetic tip, which is really handy in this case so that I don't lose those screws. And once you get that off, then you can turn it over, and there's two more Phillips screws here that we need to get off. So this, that looks like a single piece, is actually two pieces, and we need to remove those two screws as well. Now here's the new light that we're going to put on, and you can see there's a little pigtail here, and it's facing the direction that we want it to go. Okay, so here I'm taking the original bezel and putting the new light in there, and all we have to do is reuse those two Phillips screws. And you can see that the pigtail now is fished through one end of that. Here I'm tightening down the two tiny little screws. Then we need to work on getting that adhesive off. Now you can see I haven't installed the light yet. That's sitting down here. So all I'm doing is getting everything ready to go. So now we need to get rid of that adhesive, and the best way to do that is just with your finger. I couldn't find another way to do it. Just get as much of it as you can off with your fingers, and then use the alcohol pad to remove, any dirt or grease or grime left over from that. Okay, then they give you, in the kit, they give you this, I call it a crochet hook, but that hook is really tiny. There isn't enough room to use a bigger hook. So this is exactly what you need in this instance. What you're going to do is, there's a space here. You can run that hook right through the back of the shell, and it will come out on this end. But you have to be really careful because there's a cable that runs down from that and then through here. You can actually feel the cable. I'm pushing on it with my finger as I feed this crochet hook through, so that I push that cable up and out of the way, and then I can run the hook right underneath it. Once it's there, I've got the new vent here, and I've got this wire that needs to be fished through. So this end of the wire needs to be pulled back through this way. It takes some patience and perseverance to get this cable through. There's really no extra wire here, but what I found is that if you take the wire, one of the wires, there's two wires here, one of the wires folded over, the wire itself will hook on this hook, and you can pull that through. Be very careful that you don't pull the plug apart, but the hook is so small that the only thing that it will hook to is one of the wires. Here I've got it pulled all the way through, and you can see there is no extra room here. What my fingers are attached to is the plug, is the end of that cable. The next step is to connect the two wires together, and then we're going to remount the light on the helmet using the two original, those tiny screws that we had left over. The final step is to take the double face tape off of the vent and press that into place. LJE Products recommends that you hold this for a certain amount of time to let the adhesive set up. Then you can see I've got the plug for it's going to the snowmobile already plugged in here, and they give you a couple of wire anchors, and I've got that secured. And the other wire you see here is the power supply for my GoPro. So let's take a 360 here and see how this looks. All right, that was an easy project. I like this a lot. It has that OEM look to it, and it kind of simplifies this whole area. It makes things a little bit smoother, less stuff to get in the way. Thanks for watching, and winter's coming. I hope I see you on the trail.